This is not new knowledge. It is one of the oldest and most profound teachings that Jesus shared only with his closest disciples on a night before his arrest. A ritual so simple and yet so powerful that it can completely transform your spiritual connection in just 5 minutes. The monad, the primordial source of all consciousness, the divine point of origin that resides within every human being, is not far from you. Accessing it does not require decades of meditation, nor complex spiritual practices. It requires only 5 minutes of total presence and a specific method that has been deliberately removed from public teachings. Why have you never heard of this? Why isn't this 5-minute ritual taught in all churches and temples? The answer is simple and disturbing, because it eliminates the need for intermediaries between you and the direct experience of the divine. Today, you will rediscover this ancient ritual and not just learn about it. You will experience it today, because the moment to awaken your higher consciousness is not tomorrow, it is now. There is something profoundly significant in the 5-minute period that Jesus chose for this ritual. This was not arbitrary. He understood something about human consciousness that most modern spiritual masters ignore or even perceive. Human consciousness operates in predictable cycles, and 5 minutes represents exactly the time needed to complete a full cycle of transformation from common consciousness to expanded consciousness. In the first 2 minutes of any contemplative practice, the mind actively resists. It generates thoughts, doubts, distractions. This is not working. I am doing something wrong. Nothing is happening. This resistance is not your fault. It is the natural defense mechanism of the conditioned mind. Try to maintain control over its perception of reality. In the 3rd and 4th minutes, a subtle yet profound change occurs. The resistance begins to dissolve naturally. Your consciousness begins to calm down. The space between thoughts widens. You enter the threshold between the common state and the expanded state of consciousness. It is in the 5th minute that the true portal opens. Your consciousness, after overcoming the initial resistance in the calming process, reaches a state of frequency in which Man, your deepest divine essence, becomes directly accessible. This is the secret that Jesus knew and that was deliberately hidden. 5 minutes is the minimum time necessary for human consciousness to complete this cycle naturally. Less than that, you remain in the resistance phase. More than that, the mind begins to generate new forms of resistance through anxiety or expectation. The ritual that Jesus taught his chosen disciples is structured in 5 distinct phases, each lasting exactly 1 minute. This structure is not accidental. It perfectly corresponds to the natural states of consciousness that emerge during these 5 minutes. Phase 1, grounding. Minute 1. Find a place where you can sit comfortably with your spine straight, but not rigid. Close your eyes and place both hands on the center of your heart. Now, feel your physical heart. Don't think of it conceptually. Feel the physical sensation of your heart beating, pumping blood throughout your body. During this first minute, your only task is to feel your heart. Nothing more. When the mind slows down and it goes, gently bring your attention back to the physical sensation of your heart. This is not meditation in the traditional sense. It is grounding. You are bringing your scattered consciousness into the body, into the present moment, to a physical point of anchoring. Jesus taught this first step because he understood something fundamental. The monad is not accessed by abandoning the body, but by being fully present within it, while simultaneously expanding beyond it. The heart is the perfect point of connection between the physical and the non-physical. Grounding stabilizes your energetic frequency and prepares the ground for the following phases. It's like tuning a radio to the correct frequency before trying to pick up a specific signal. Phase 2 point. Minute 2. Keeping your hands over your heart and your consciousness grounded, direct your attention to your breath. Don't try to control or alter it. Just observe with full attention. Feel the air entering your nostrils. Feel your chest expanding. Feel the air leaving. This is the moment of the bridge. You remain anchored in the body through the heart, but now you add the awareness of the breath. Breath is the natural link between the material and the immaterial, between the physical body and expanded consciousness, between you as an individual and the universal. It is the perfect bridge. During this minute, the mind will continue to generate thoughts. This isn't working. I'm doing something wrong. Nothing is happening. Allow these thoughts to come and go without engaging with them. Don't fight them. Don't analyze them. Don't judge them. Just gently return to the breath. You are building the bridge between ordinary consciousness and expanded consciousness. Trust the process, even if it seems too simple to be effective. Phase 3, the recognition. Minute 3. Now the real transformation begins. Continue feeling your heart. Continue observing your breath, and add this essential recognition. I am the consciousness that perceives these sensations. This is not an intellectual thought, but a direct recognition. You are not the body. You are not the breath. You are the consciousness that is aware of the body and the breath. At this point, you may begin to feel a subtle expansion of your sense of identity. Boundaries that normally define where you end and where the world begins may seem less defined. This is exactly what should happen. This is a recognition of who you truly are, beyond all limiting concepts and identifications. Jesus called this knowing oneself truly, not learning intellectually about oneself, but directly recognizing one's deepest nature. The monad is not something separate from you that needs to be attained. It is the fundamental consciousness that you already are. In this third minute, you are simply acknowledging what has always been present. Phase 4, the invitation. Minute 4, with your expanded consciousness and active recognition, pronounce internally these words. Monad, I remember. I am ready. Reveal yourself to me. This is not a request directed to an external entity. It is an invitation for your deepest nature to fully manifest in your consciousness. The monad is not a distant God that you are invoking. It is the infinite consciousness of which you are an individualized expression. While pronouncing this invitation, keep your attention on your heart, focus on your breath, and recognize that you are the consciousness that perceives. The invitation is not, please come to me, but I am ready to see what I have always been. During this minute, you may begin to feel energetic sensations, vibrations, warmth, pressure in your head or chest. These are signs that your consciousness is expanding to frequencies that you don't normally access in your ordinary state. Don't fear these sensations. They're the beginning of the awakening of the monad. Within you, phase C, opening. Minute C, this is the crucial moment, the direct access point to the monad. Keep active all the elements of for previous phases, the grounding, in the heart, the breath bridge, the recognition of your true nature, and the invitation to full manifestation. Now, simply allow. Don't try to make anything happen. Don't try to feel anything specific. Don't seek visions or voices. Just remain completely open, receptive, and present. In this final minute, several experiences may occur. You may feel a sudden expansion, as if your consciousness were expanding beyond the limits of the planet's environment. You may experience a profound peace without apparent cause. You can recognize with absolute certainty that you are not separate from anything in the universe. You can experience what Jesus described as, I and the Father are one. Or you can perceive something more subtle, an almost imperceptible change, a silent knowing, a gentle recognition that something fundamental has changed in your perception. All these experiences are equally valid. The monad does not always announce itself with dramatic manifestations. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes its presence is perceived simply as the absence of the feeling of separation that you have always carried. This ritual should be performed tonight, not tomorrow, not when you have more time or are better prepared. Tonight, before sleeping, there are specific reasons for this. First, at this moment, after receiving this information, your consciousness is already partially activated. You are already in a slightly elevated state. The information you received has prepared your energy field. Your consciousness is receptive. If you wait until tomorrow, you will have to work harder to reach that state again. Second, the period before sleep is ideal. Mental defenses are naturally lower. The analytical mind begins to calm down. The boundary between waking consciousness and deeper states becomes more permeable. This is the ideal time. The same time that Jesus specifically chose to teach his disciples because he knew that their receptivity would be at its peak. Third, And perhaps most importantly, if you procrastinate, you probably never will. The conditioned mind will create countless reasons to procrastinate. I'm tired. I'll do it when I can concentrate better. I need to read more about it first. These are patterns of resistance. The conditioned mind protecting its dominance. The monad doesn't require perfect conditions. It only requires your willingness to dedicate 5 minutes of conscious presence tonight. 5 minutes. That's all. After performing this ritual for the first time tonight, several transformations will begin to occur in the following days and weeks. First, you will feel a natural desire to repeat the practice. Not because you should, but because you will have experienced something your soul has longed for all your life. Direct access to the source, the monad. And once you know this is possible, once you know it only requires 5 minutes, you will naturally return to this experience. Jesus taught this as a daily practice, not as a one-time event. 5 minutes every day, preferably at the same time. Your consciousness will begin to prepare in advance, and each time you perform the ritual, you will go deeper. Access will become easier. The monad will cease to be something you seek and will become something in which you naturally rest. Second, your perception of reality will change, not overnight, but gradually and inevitably. Situations that previously caused great anxiety will seem more manageable. People who had the power to destabilize you emotionally will lose that influence. The urgency of time and material concerns will gain a new perspective. This happens because you will be regularly accessing the monad, and from this elevated frequency of consciousness, the drama of material reality loses intensity and the power to control you. Third, you will begin to notice significant synchronicities in your life. Improbable coincidences, perfect timing, messages and signs appearing exactly when you need them. This is not magic or superstition. It is what happens naturally when your consciousness operates at the frequency of the monad. Reality responds differently. The quantum field reorganizes itself around your state of internal coherence. Finally, you will understand why this knowledge was systematically removed from the public teachings of Jesus. Because 5 minutes is all that is needed. No intermediaries, no elaborate rituals, no religious institutions. Just you, 5 minutes and direct access to the divine source. This is the real threat that this knowledge represents to the structures of religious power. Therefore, it needed to be hidden. Before sleeping, set aside 5 uninterrupted minutes. Set a gentle timer, so you don't worry about the time. Sit comfortably with your spine straight, but relaxed. Follow the 5 phases exactly as described. Minute 1, grounding. Hands over your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Minute 2, point. Keep your hands on your heart. Observe your breath. Minute 3, recognition. I am the consciousness that perceives these sensations. Minute 4, the invitation. Monad, I remember. I am ready. Reveal yourself to me. Minute C, the opening. Remain open, receptive. Allow an experience to unfold naturally. Don't force anything. Don't create specific expectations. Don't judge your experience. Just perform a ritual with total presence and allow what needs to happen. Your monad, your deepest divine essence, is not distant. It is not difficult to access. It is not reserved only for spiritual masters or advanced initiates. It is here now, accessible in 5 minutes. To anyone willing to stop, be present and remember who they really are. Jesus knew this. He taught this. Religious institutions have hidden this, and now you are rediscovering it. Tonight you will perform the ritual, and tomorrow you will never be the same. Before concluding, it is important to understand what the monad you will access through this ritual really is. In the Gnostic tradition, the monad represents primordial unity, the divine source of all existence. It is often described as the one or the source, the indivisible principle from which all manifest reality emerges. But beyond these theological definitions, the monad is, in essence, your own pure consciousness in its unconditioned state. It is the aspect of you that transcends all limiting identifications, body, personality, history, personal beliefs, social roles. It is the witnessing consciousness that remains unchanged through all experiences of life. When Jesus said that the kingdom of heaven is within you, He was pointing directly to this reality. The monad is not an abstract concept nor an external entity. This is a true nature of your consciousness when free from layers of conditioning. The 5-minute ritual neither creates nor invokes anything new. It simply temporarily removes the obstacles that prevent you from recognizing what has always been present. It's like opening the curtains to let the sunlight in. The light has always been there, just hidden. As you practice the ritual regularly, the experience of monad becomes increasingly accessible until eventually you begin to recognize it even amidst daily activities. The ultimate goal is not just to experience it during the 5 minutes of the ritual, but to integrate this expanded consciousness into all aspects of your life. This is a true legacy of Jesus' secret teaching, not just a ritual for special occasions, but a path to living continuously from the consciousness of the monad, fundamentally transforming your experience of reality and your relationship with all of existence. The knowledge you receive today carries a responsibility. It is not enough to simply know the ritual. It is necessary to practice it. It is not enough to understand it intellectually. It is necessary to experience it directly. Tonight, set aside 5 minutes to perform the complete ritual, without excuses, without procrastination. 5 minutes to rediscover what Jesus taught only to his closest disciples. And tomorrow, share your experience with a simple phrase. I accessed it in the comments of this video. There's no need to detail what you felt or experienced. Just confirming that you performed the ritual will already be a powerful testimony for others who are considering taking this step. Your journey to recognize and integrate the monad into your life is just beginning. 5 minutes a day is all that is needed. 5 minutes to transcend millennia of conditioning. Minutes to directly access what mystics of all traditions have sought. The monad is waiting for you. Not tomorrow, not sometime in the future, when you feel ready now. Tonight,